But it looks like blue steal your stuff deck. Yep, that's our commander getting stolen. Don't love that. Holy dear God, that's a true conviction. Oh my.
Today on Commander Replay, we try to cast some big X spells with Hinata Dawn Crowned, but our opponents have other plans. Next on Commander Replay. Hey guys, there's 2 great ways to support the channel. All links are in the description below.
Welcome back, everyone. Playing some Hinata Dawn Crowned today. Let's take a look at this opener. It's got 3 lands, Rhystic Study, Steel Shapers. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this. We'll keep. So, I tried playing a game with Hinata last night, and one of our opponents also brought Hinata, and when they're both in play, they cancel each other out, and that makes the spells in your deck really terrible. So, trying to avoid that today and actually get a look at the commander. This deck isn't super well tuned, but I do think it's going to be a little on the nastier side. There's a lot of like bounce and steal stuff and just, you know, kind of nasty effects. Going to be a little bit controlling. Ugh, going last again. I've been going last in a very high number of games lately, and it's not been great. Played a game in paper this morning, and like, I lost simply because I went last. Like, I made the big play, cast the Rise of the Dark Realms, had all my creatures ready to go, but someone untapped before me. I was last in the turn order, and they killed me. So, that was frustrating. Brings it to our turn 1. There's a Dowsing Dagger, cool card. Play the Polluted Delta, crack a Polluted Delta, get a fetch land with some white. Let's call it a Tundra. Cast the Steel Shaper's Gift. Get Sword of the Animist, Blackblader Forge, Lightning Greaves, and Mask of Memory. We have decent card draw, so I think we just want more ramp. Although, maybe we just want damage. Boots are also really good. Yeah, keeping our stuff alive is a pretty good idea. I think we'll go for the boots. So let's take a read of our commander. It's Hinata Dawn Crowned. 4 mana for a 4/4 with Flying and Trample. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each target. Spells your opponents cast cost 1 more for each target. Really cool commander. After playing that game last night, I do think that the last line of text, spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast, might be a little bit over punishing. And I get it, like not everyone's going to be playing like a ton of X spells that have X targets, but I don't know, it's nastier than I would have expected. I feel like you'd play it just as much with only the half that affects you. I mean, with both of those modes, it's almost like a Praetor, right? It has the one that helps you and the one that hurts your opponent. Little mini Jeskai Praetor. Anyway, brings back to our turn. There's a land. Play a Misty Rainforest. Crack a Misty Rainforest. Need something with some red. We'll get the Volcanic Island. We'll play the Lightning Greaves. Yeah, I'll play the Greaves, I guess. Taking a peek at opponent's opponent to get themselves a Shrine. Looks like it might be a Shrines deck. Well, maybe not. It is Raff Capashen, so just historic cards. Is probably what's going on there. Yeah, you can tap a creature. That can be pretty annoying. Oh, opponent gets themselves a Captain Lannery Storm. Didn't attack anywhere with it. It does have haste. But I played Isshin on the channel a few days ago, and it's really good. You guys should check that game out. I got a Captain Lannery Storm in that game, and it just generates so many treasures. There's a Smothering Tithe. Ooh, but that's going to get Cryptic commanded by opponent. Love it. And now everyone's tapped out for us. That's awesome. And there's a Soul Ring to speed us up. So things got pretty good here. Play the Wooded Foothills, crack the Wooded Foothills, get the Plateau, I guess. Cast the Soul Ring. We have 4 mana up. Like, I want the Rhystic Study. Maybe we can wait another turn on the Rhystic Study. Yeah, I think, okay, let's go Stormkiln Artist. Boots. Actually, no boots, because we have the Dowsing Dagger, and it'll be a pain to get it off, so we're just going to leave it out there for a turn and hope it's fine. Love that counterspell on the Smothering Tithe, though. Opponent's going to cast a God Eternal Oketra. That's interesting. I really just would have powered out the commander and got down to making the treasure tokens. They go on the attack. They make a treasure. Mind Flayer coming in. Enters the battlefield. Gain control of target creature as long as you control it. Gross. Wow, I haven't even seen that one. It's out of Crimson Bow? Not Crimson Bow. Adventures in Forgotten Realm. Too many sets last year. They all look the same. Opponent gets themselves a Commander Sphere. Yep. Oh no. Opponent banishing slashes our Lightning Greaves. What's it say? Destroy up to 1 artifact or enchantment or tap creature. Then if you control an artifact or enchantment, create a 2/2 white Vigilant Samurai, which they did. Yeah, this is a pretty solid card. Hits 3 card types, and that's really good. You do have to wonder how often the tapped creature thing is going to be a problem, but there's always an artifact or enchantment worth blowing up, so Seems good. Anyway, we're going to try the thing that we talked about. Play the Flooded Strand. Crack the Flooded Strand. Let's get Steam Vents untapped, I guess. Let's get the Signet. Cast the Dowsing Dagger. We're going to give the tokens to Delta just because I don't want the Planeswalker deck having more blockers. And we do need to be able to get through on Eric, so... Dowsing Dagger is equipped. Send this over to Eric. It hits. We transform the Dowsing Dagger into the Lost Veil. There's our mana. Then cast this Rhystic Study. We have ramped. Love it. Pass the turn. Isshin, 2 Heavens as 1, coming in. Yep, they're going to get to scry 1. They pay for the Rhystic Study. Rosonia Asari Commander coming in for our opponent. This triggers the Lannery Storm and the Rhystic Study off of the treasure being sacked. That's a Smothering Tithe. That is a really powerful card. Let's check this one out. Haven't had a chance to play this one on the channel yet, but I'm sure we'll get there soon. 3 mana 3/3 with haste. When it deals combat damage to a player, if it doesn't have an indestructible counter on it, put an indestructible counter on it. Whenever combat damage is dealt to you, remove an indestructible counter from it. So, interesting little card. Opponent going on the attack, they're going to send the Captain Lannery Storm back our way. Not much we can do with it. They do get 2 treasures out of that. And getting 2 treasures off Lannery Storm is so good. We go down to 31. Opponent plays a Mystic Sanctuary, getting back the Cryptic Command. Gross. They cast their commander into the Rhystic Study. We draw. Feather. Sweet. This is something cute that I'm trying out. Like, if you have something that's targeting a whole bunch of stuff, you can make Feather one of the targets and then get that spell back, which seems cool. Seems good. 3/3 going over to Delta. Yep. Eats the token. Taking a look at our opponent's commander. So, opponent is playing Isshin, 2 Heavens as 1. That's Eric piloting it. Mardu for a 3/4. If a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger that ability an additional time. It's really good. The deck can do some crazy things. There's a lot of really, really good interactions. The general rule to Commander is that if you double something, it's probably really good. Basically, everything that I can think of when you double it, it becomes really good. Double your spells, double your damage, double your life gain, like, double your fun.
Double is the one for you. Double fresh.
And then we doubled it.
Anything that you can double is really good. We draw a Soulfire Grandmaster. We don't have so much in the way of spells yet. It'd be nice to find one of those. Let's cast the Factor Fiction. Triggers the Stormkiln Artist. Oh, I forgot to cast the Smothering Tithe. Well, we can still cast the Smothering Tithe. We get a treasure. Delta can choose our cards. Those are some cards. Oh my. Have fun splitting those into piles. That is nasty.
That's nasty.
Crackle with power in 1. Yeah, that one will kill you. Oh god, we have Windfall Smothering Tithe. Oh yeah. Moves the Jessica's Will. Land Jessica's Will. Oh man. I think this top pile just seems way too good. I guess we cast our commander. Then we'll cast the Soulfire Grandmaster. And we'll pass like that. Stormkiln Artist is a 5/2 right now, but it does die to everything on the board, so... No thanks. We'll just hang on to that. Fish is going to have that Cryptic Command coming back. Well, we could use a Smothering Tithe to bait it out, I guess. Holy dear God, that's a true conviction. Oh my. They sack a treasure. Yep. Sure this isn't going to be good. Oh, nice. Opponent's going to tap the Lannery Storm. So that'll cut down on the damage. Cut down on their mana. Yep, that's a great call right there. Gonna send him over to Delta. Opponent blocks with the token. Token goes down. Rosonia is going to get a counter on it. It'll become indestructible. I haven't figured out exactly how the math works with Crackle with Power and our commander yet. Deals 5 times X damage to each of up to X targets. Does that basically just remove 1 X from the cost? Is that what it does? Oh god, that's a Royal Elemental. Draw the Rhystic Study. It's a land. In the middle, we've got Fish piloting Teferi Temporal Archmage. Said she doesn't have the Chain Veil combo in there, but it looks like blue steal your stuff deck. Yep, that's our commander getting stolen. Don't love that. I wasn't going to Smothering Tithe Windfall, but now I probably will, because we need to get our commander back. Untap 4 permanents. Oh, that's not going to... Yeah, they get the Cryptic Command still. Well, that's going to be terrible. Opponent goes on the attack. They're going to send the God Eternal Oketra our way. Yep, no blocks. Down to 26. Nope, that's double strike. Down to 23. And opponent loses their indestructible counter. Inventive Iteration. Haven't seen this one. Return up to 1 target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. Return an artifact card from your graveyard to your hand if you can't draw a card. Then Exile Saga. Return it to the battlefield transformed. It's a 3/3 with flying. Whenever you cast a spell, your opponents can't cast spells with the same mana value as that spell until your next turn. Oh my god. You don't let that thing flip over. What do they want to return? Royal Elemental is a great choice. This should get us our commander back. Nice, and if nothing else, we can swing into this Teferi. Keep fish off balance. There's a plains. I don't know what we need land-wise yet. Let's try the Smothering Tithe and see if this baits out the removal. I feel like it might. Let's play this plains and then do it. Fish thinking. Yep. Don't be counterbounce. Counterbounce would be annoying. Tap all creatures. Also annoying, but not as bad. Draw with Heuristic Study. It's a land tax. We get tapped. How big can we go with this Crackle with power? I'm just going to do some science here and choose a bunch of targets. That's X5. If we do... Let's try X3. Let's hit the Teferi, the Lannery Storm. And I'm not sure I love what this Mind Flayer does either. Let's try X3. See where this gets us. If we do that, that'd be 15... It's going to do 15 damage to each thing. We should probably hit someone in the face then, right? Let's go Teferi, Fish's Face, and Lannery Storm. Crackle with power. We make a treasure. Fish goes to 25. We go to 68. Yeah, the lifelink. I wanted to get that going because there's a lot of damage over here right now. We are tapped out, though. I guess play this land tax. And we'll pass like that. Opponent going to split the damage up. Isshin our way and Risonia over to Fish. Yeah, I guess the double strike can eat the zombie. Maybe still not happy about losing their Oketra. Yeah, if they kill Fish, then they'll get the Oketra back. So I'm sure they want that. Opponent's gonna Vault of the Archangel. I guess they already had lifelink, but now they have Death Touch, so okay, yeah. Double Strike, Death Touch? That's, pretty good together. Death Touch, Double Strike, lifelink, Haste, and Indestructible on Risonia? Yeah, those are some things. Royal Elemental coming back, don't love it. Hopefully no land drop. But if they didn't have a land drop, they probably don't play it right now. There's the land drop, yep. Taking our commander again, don't love it. Decent attack over our way. This is going to be a shot for 9. Importantly, the blue deck is tapped out, so only the free counters can get us now. This thing is on mode number 2 now. Wow, I really don't want that thing to flip over. That thing looks super nasty. They return an artifact card from their graveyard to their hand. If you can't, draw a card. Didn't see if they did or not. Birth of Miletus. Search your library for a plains. Yeah, it looks like they need lands. They've been hurting. Pays for the Heuristic Study. Plays a plains. Got one of the new ones. Plays Spirited Companion. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. And it looks like they paid for the Heuristic Study. Land tax trigger for us. Nice. I wasn't sure if we were going to get that or not. You know what, though? Probably about to Windfall. So we'll just get one. Let's get a mountain. Like, do we want a Windfall for 7? Not really. Opponents are on... Yeah. I think just one. Oh, Past in Flames is a card. That might change everything. So if we go Past in Flames, Jeska's Will. Man, if we windfalled everyone to a giant hand first, oh, that would be so good. Let's play the mountain. Let's play Talrand. So to cast Feather and Talrand, we need double blue, double white, and a red. It's a really awkward split of stuff. Okay, let's tap this for white. This will make a blue and a red. Let's cast Talrand. Need 2 colorless and a blue. We might have to wait a turn, actually, on the Past in Flames. Cast Feather. Yeah, because if we cast the Past in Flames, we only have 1 mana left. Doesn't help us that much. So we're probably... or we could Windfall. Let's Windfall, because this thing has flashback. Talrand and Stormkiln Artist, and that'll also get us important blockers. There's a treasure. 3 lands and a Thran Dynamo. Ugh. That's not how you draw it up. Pass like that. What we get rid of? Coat of Arms, Ilharg, and Atali is some nasty stuff. What do we get rid of over here? Seagate Restoration, Counterspell, and Vidalcan Click. Brilliant Restoration, return all artifacts, enchantments, and ooh, yeah. Dance of the Manse. And a Windfall from opponent. Yep. Mask of Memory into the Heuristic Study. Equip the Mask of Memory to their commander. They're going to send their commander our way. Yep. Change their mind. I will definitely throw a token in front of that. Going to send this over to Delta. Man, he really has it in for Delta. I feel like Delta's not doing all that much over there. Kind of stuck on lands a bit. Be much more scared about Fish. There's a Solemn. Into the Heuristic Study, they pay. At some point, I'd really like to draw a few more cards with this Heuristic Study. After catching 3 lands and a ramp piece, that's not where we wanted to be on that wheel. Glacial Chasm. Gross. Royal Elemental. Gonna steal the indestructible one. Teferi coming back into the Heuristic Study. Finally getting a draw. Primal Amulet is fine. They're gonna untap 4 permanents, yep. Hope for no counters. Unfortunately, everyone's card count in their hand is really low now. And with this in play, we'll actually cost 1 more to cast the Jeska's Will. Because it targets. Unless we use the Exile off the top. which may not be the worst idea. I think we're still going to be choking on mana a little bit, though. Bring it back to our turn, land tax. We'll get a couple this time, in case we flash back the Windfall. Make sure we actually get enough stuff to... As a Sword of the Animist. Play the Strip Mine. Get Thran Dynamo. Get Primal Amulet. Yeah, I think we're going to flash back the Past in Flames. Costs 4 to do that. Flash it back. Talrand, Primal Amulet, Stormkiln trigger. I think we Windfall again. This hand just isn't doing it. Talrand, Stormkiln, Primal Amulet. There's some cards that are significantly better than where we were. Holding up Mystic Confluence could be a really good idea. We can cast Steel Shaper's Gift. Yeah, we can. Yeah, let's cast Steel Shaper's Gift. It's actually free because of the Stormkiln. There may not be any equipment left, but still, we get a bunch of triggers off this, so it's reasonable. Nope, no equipment. That's fine. Opponents have 6 cards now, which means we can Jeska's Will. The problem is, I don't want to be short on the Mystic Confluence, is what I'm looking at here. And that might make that happen. That will, in fact, make it happen, so we're just going to pass like that. Sit on our counter magic. This thing is a 10-2. That's pretty funny. Dies to everything on the board, though, so it doesn't do that much for us. We'll pass like that. Yeah, I think I'm still going no tugs. Actually, so if we go Jeska's Will... Ah, crap. I passed it all the way. I was just thinking if we went Jeska's Will, get the 6 red, cast Factor Fiction, we would get 2 treasures back. Oh, we lose the cost reduction, though. But we get the Primal Wellspring. Yeah, I think we're better off doing this. Oh, importantly, this can return a creature to its owner's hand, which I think we're going to want to do. Opponent's got a Dracuseth in the graveyard, which they're going to put back on top during their upkeep. They don't appear to have boots, so I think we'll have a turn. Crap, I tapped the Strip Mine. I meant to not do that. I think our mana should be a little better this coming turn as long as our permanents hold up. Mana Vault into the Rhystic Study. We draw. Increasing Vengeance is a fun card. We do need to find another way to get some stuff back from our graveyard, though. There's the Dracuseth into the Rhystic Study. Not paying. Love it. We draw a Triome. They're going to Force of Will that. That's fine. That uses a bunch of resources. Actually, no, I think they hardcast it. Still, Force of Will down. Love it. Esper Sentinel. Oh my god, we have the Feather in play. So we can use Mystic Confluence to, like, bounce our own token, and then we'll get the Mystic Confluence back. That seems so good. Oh, I'm excited about this. It's taken us a little while to set up here. But turn 9, and we're last in the turn order, but feel like we're ready to do some things. Fish starts with a Rhystic Study. That's fine. They pay. Untaps 4 permanents. Not great. That's a Finale of Revelation. First we'll draw with the Rhystic Study, but then we'll probably counter that and hope they don't have a counter spell up. Draw with the Rhystic Study. Battlefield. Ooh, nice. This is like our backup commander, which we kind of need right now. But yeah, we need to counter the bejesus out of this thing. We will counter 1 and bounce 2. Counter the spell. Bounce a token. And bounce our commander. Ah, crap. It costs extra. Didn't plan for that. We need 7 to do all that? Okay, maybe we just have to let it go. We go... How bad is it if we go 2 targets? 6. Nope, still too short. Crap. Yeah, I guess there's nothing we can do. I guess that happens. That's frustrating. Yeah, like I said, the last line of text on this thing is really a pain. So Fish goes up to 11 cards in hand and has no... If X is 10 or more, instead shuffle your graveyard in, draw X, untap 5 lands, and you have no max hand size. I think it was only X8, so not everything. Royal Elemental steals the Esper Sentinel, looking for card draw. That's fine. Wizard class, Rhystic Study. They pay. End step, Delta is going to Thirst for Meaning. Draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards unless it's an enchantment. Rhystic Study. We draw. Oh, that's a magic card. We need to get our commander back first, though. But once we do, that's like probably going to be game, sort of. We'll need a turn. Like, we'll need some time to get all the mana to do all this stuff. We could Increasing Vengeance it. Oh, God, that makes it kind of crazy, doesn't it? Doesn't it? This is all at the end step, by the way. Raff likes to do everything at instant speed, and that is Delta piloting Raff Capashen. Looks like they're doing some sort of weird enchantment saga thing, which is kind of cool. I'm digging it. Doesn't have as much mana as they probably want, but looks like there's some cool interactions nonetheless. That's Heliod's intervention. Finally finding our X spells. We have gone most of the game without them. So now we just need to get our commander back, and then it's going to be X-Spell City, and that'll probably be pretty bad for our opponents. All at the end step, opponent's going to gain 2 life, yep. I really wish this thing was 2 planes. 2 planes means I would probably use that in a lot of decks. Probably in the same slot that I often use Gift of Estates, and I really do like Gift of Estates. So many times, I'm just like, you're early in a game, you want to make sure you have your land drop set up, and Gift of Estates just sets you up until, usually about turn 7. And that's just a great spot to be. Brings it back to our turn. I'm not going to land tax. No. Oh, that's a Consecrated Sphinx. We'll put that on the back burner. Play the Reliquary Tower. Get this mage guy into play. Oh, if we bounce the Royal Elemental, we'll get our commander right back instead of having to recast it. That is a thing. The question is, can we kill fish with the Aurelia's Fury and the Increasing Vengeance? From here, I'm not sure, quite honestly. Haven't really done the math. Let's just see what happens. Bounce Royal Elemental, bounce one of our tokens. Nice. And this guy being in play balances out what our commander is messing up for us. Tap the Thran Dynamo, tap this thing, pay a blue. Trigger a whole bunch of stuff. Feather, Talrand, Primal Amulet, Stormkiln Artist, and Esper Sentinel. Oh god, it's freaking out. I'm going to pay for that Esper Sentinel just in case it's a free counter on top. Pay 1. Oh god, this is going to flip and we can double Aurelia's Fury and then Increasing Vengeance it? Wow. Transform it. Talrand. Things are looking good. Oh god, we have to shoot this thing first. I want to remember to do that. Just going to go ahead and do that right now so I don't forget. Oh, there's a free counter. That's unfortunate. We can Increasing Vengeance and do it again. Yeah, let's do that. Triggers Heuristic Study, Talrand, Stormkiln Artist. So we get Mystic Confluence. Do we not get to choose the modes again? Oh, we didn't choose counter. Well, that's okay. Royal Elemental. Yeah, I guess we just go over the top of it. That's fine. Drake is the other target. It's a Mystic Confluence. And we still get our commander back, and that's what the important part is here. Heuristic Study. Enlightened Tutor. I don't know that we need that right now. I think we just do the thing. Fish also doesn't have much in the way of flying. Let's Aurelia's Fury. Where did that Increasing Vengeance go? It's in our graveyard. We'll need to leave 5 for that. That's a little bit. Actually, I think it should only be... No, it'll still be 5. Yeah, our mana's... Ran out of mana a little bit. How much can X be? So we got to pay 2. I guess we could just attack fish in the air and that... Yeah, okay. Yeah, we could probably finish fish in the air. Oh, also Jessica is a card. So is Blackblade Reforged, actually. Fish has no flyers. We just Blackblade Reforged and then wait on Aurelia's Fury? I Blackblade Reforged a lot, so we should go on the Aurelia's Fury play just because this is the new and interesting thing. But the Blackblade Reforged play probably makes sense here. We'll choose Fish's face. We'll choose... I guess we'll just go everyone's face. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll just go straight to Fish's face. Oh, we can get to X11. I don't know if we can. Oh, I think we can't. I think we can get exactly to X11. But we can also wait to do it because it's an instant. And if we do it during opponent's turn, then we can tap a bunch of stuff also. Send the flyers into Fish. Oh, wait, we have a ton of cost reduction. Because we have this thing and our commander. Ooh, yeah. Fish goes down to 13. Oh, yeah, we should easily be inside bird range now. Aurelia's Fury for 7. That seems fine. You need to pay 8 to do that. It's not too bad. Aurelia's Fury. Wait, what? Oh, there's the copy. Whew, almost thought there wasn't a copy. Get Talrand, Stormkiln Artist. Copy the Aurelia's Fury. Yeah, we'll just keep that right on Fish. Stormkiln Artist, and then we'll Increasing Vengeance, the original one. Talrand and Stormkiln. We'll go Eric's Face, the Esper Sentinel. Oh, wait, does that not work like that? I don't know if that works exactly the way we want it to. Up to 60. This is all with lifelink. Fish goes down. We killed the Esper Sentinel. That seems good for now. We can still do... We can do more stuff next turn. Let's just kind of stay open. And, if not, we're in a spot where we can get a lot done with the Drakes at this point. Opponent's going to Volrath the Atali back. Yup. That's a good one. So one thing I've thought about, too, we have both Jessica and Blackblade Reforged right here. I think you could do, like, a Voltron control thing with this, because 4/4 Flying Trample's nothing to sneeze at. You can get some damage in pretty quickly. You don't necessarily need to play it like you would like a Boros Voltron, where you're running all the swords. You probably just run a small handful of equipment, Blackblade Reforged. Oh, what's that one? Runechanter's Pike? might be a thing for a deck like this. Basically just something to pump it up, and then either like double strike or triple strike with Jeska. Also, Inquisitor's Flail might be a thing. You can use kind of that stuff and just, put a clock on your opponents with some commander damage in addition to doing all your spell stuff. Getting the balance of cards right on that is going to be tricky, but that's the swords. That's how you stop an Atali. Oh, they're going to give it haste. Well, I guess we're going to swords it then. Swords on the Atali. Talran, Stormkiln. I'm noticing this deck is a lot of counting, trying to figure out how much your spells actually cost. So if that's not your type of thing, if you don't like mathing a lot during a game, this may not be a commander for you. Because, usually I just kind of blindly slam creatures and turn them sideways and all that, and I don't need to think about the numbers too much. But like actually just figuring out how much you need to pay for a spell and how many things it's targeting, that's a lot of stuff to keep track of all at once. Living Breakthrough. Oh god, they just transformed into that thing? Sweet Jesus. Yeah, we forgot to shoot. It's still an enchantment. Okay. Heliod's Intervention time. Oh, shoot everything. I think I shot one of our treasures accidentally, but it should be fine. Talran! Stormkiln Hardest. Yeah, this interaction seems insane. Heliod's with this commander is ridiculous. X11. Blowing up 11 artifacts and enchantments. Opponent will draw with Solemn Simulacrum. The Fall of Lord Konda. Exile target creature an opponent controls, mana value 4 or greater. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. Here's a Boros Charm. Yeah, that doesn't help us. Yeah, they're going to exile our commander. That's a pretty good idea. Was hoping to commander damage them out of the game, but not a thing we'll be able to do this turn. Burnished Heart. Yep. Study. We draw. Return to dust. Each player gains control of all permanents they own. That's a cool mode, actually, because we didn't have our commander all game. Would have been nice to have our commander. Now, once we got our commander back, things get wild, right? We did some crazy stuff. We basically we used, 1 or 2 spells to take fish out of the game from, 20. Pretty nasty. Oh, I should have used Aurelia's Fury on one of our tokens. Forgot about that. Whoops. That's a big loss of value, because then we would just get it right back, and then do it again next turn. It's okay, we can go... We did the Aurelia's Fury thing, now we can do the Blackblader Forge Jeska thing. We are soft to a Rift if opponent has it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly on 7. Brings it back to our turn. Land tax? No, we're good. Aethergale is a magic card. Choose 6 permanents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. For blue, oh my god, that's so ridiculous. Yep, Aethergale, really good in this deck. Talran, Stormkiln. This should bait out any interaction. Opponent's going to flash in a Solemn. That's fine. Not getting rifted? Love it. Draw. Oh, that's a Comet Storm. How's this thing work? Choose any target, then choose another target for each time the spell was kicked. Deals X damage to each of them. Yeah, it's pretty good. Can we just kill our opponents? Opponent flashes in their Shrine. Yep. Bounce most of the creatures. Let's Comet Storm. Just shoot them both in the face. Oh, I guess we can... Yeah, because it costs 1 less for each target, so I think we can just target everything to get both creatures and their face. I definitely haven't piloted this well. I'm sure there's going to be some comments on that. We should target our thing and get it back. Whoops, do it again. Target our Drake so we get it back just in case. Yeah, the cost is the same, regardless of how many targets you choose. That's really good. Oh, we can double it. We'll stop there so that we have Blackblade mana. Comet Storm, Feather, Talran, Stormkiln, make a copy of Comet Storm. All the same targets. Solemn dies. Play an island. That's 11. Play a Blackblade Reforged. Equip a Blackblade Reforged. Then play this Jeska. I think we're good, actually. This there, a bunch of these over here. One there for good measure. And attack like that. The Drakes. Going in with the Drake. Oh my god, we're at 172. We gained a lot of life. Kind of a weird game. There was no board wipes. We just ran all these creatures out there and they just stuck all game. We got some things stolen. We got our commander stolen, which was very notable. And that kept us off the big plays for a while. But once we got our commander back, things got kind of wild. Yeah, so Hinata is interesting. This is not the most focused version of the deck. I was kind of just testing a lot of things out. I don't have a lot of the standard removal in here. You should probably run a Blasphemous Act, run some other typical low-cost stuff. I really just wanted to test out as many of these big spells as I could. And we got to look at a decent number of them. What I have noticed is that the math can get really confusing on this, so it's something, if you don't like tracking a lot of numbers, again, this may not be the commander for you. But it does do some really cool things, and it makes you care about a very unique section of cards, which is something that I really like. I like that it incentivizes these X spells and kind of forces you in that direction. I like that it doesn't do everything for every deck, like a Golos or a Sisei or something like that. I like that it just forces you into kind of wanting to use these big X spells, so, or spells with a lot of targets on them. But I could definitely clean up the early part of this deck a little bit, just to make sure that it operates a little bit smoother, but otherwise I think it's fine. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching.
I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. We have one new Patreon supporter in Kevin Hughes. Kevin, you are awesome. If you want to help support the channel and vote on which decks I play next, feel free to check out my Patreon, the link below.